let's jump into some of the new content that's available now. And I think this layer 2 port state report is pretty cool because what I've done in this report was I just went, if you look at discovered data and you look at your layer 2 ports, basically I dumped all of these fields into a report. In addition, I put the device name, so you could put information about the device, but then you're going to want, so if you look it up here, from general, I have the name, and then everything else, and then from discovered, I put the host name, and then everything else here is discovered information that I have. So, and again, since I hit add row, this one showed up here. I'll just delete that off and that confirm. I don't need that last one there. So let's go ahead and run this. And again, I'll navigate over to my device view. My 3650 is a real switch, so let's go ahead and run the layer 2 port state and hit run. Okay, so this is generating out a report for one switch, but if I had a dozen switches or 100 switches in a campus or a data center, I would traditionally be having to go and execute this command and then look at the CLI and then somehow extract that data out. When I'm trying to run reports or even archive data or take a snapshot of where I'm at or assess how many ports are available or in use, it would have been pretty painful. Now you can just generate it right out into a report. I can see all of this is a 24 ports of GigE here on this switch, and then there's an additional 4-port module here. So I can see here, and as I scroll across, what VLANs are assigned, what VLAN name, what operational state. So let's just say I expected NAC to be on every port. I could flag that could be a security related thing. And then you get into some operational things like speed and duplex and MTU. And if my policy is to hard code speed and duplex and it's sitting in auto, that could be a red flag for me. Or if I see an MTU mismatch where something is not using the default of 1500, that could be a concern for me as well. So again, these reports provide a lot of data to process for network operations, and the goal is to get it involved in your automated processes. So sometimes you're generating these reports ad hoc, kind of looking at some things, and maybe it's helping with troubleshooting or assessing. But more often, I think it's going to be the case where you have certain regular activities that you do besides working tickets and working change issues, and that you need to perform a capacity planning activity, or you need to perform a security assessment, or maybe you're acquiring a new company and you need to figure out how their network is configured and what's running, and you're doing an assessment. These types of reports and capabilities are super useful in all of those areas. So let's take a look at one more report here. Just navigate back to my template browser. We'll take a look at the layer 3 port report. I find this one good for when I'm for me, in a relatively, these devices are networked together for various demos. And so I want to understand how the IP addresses are configured. Let's just say I'm trying to very quickly troubleshoot what's happening. Instead of going device by device, I'll just generate a layer 3 port state, hit run, and I get my results. So what I can see is each of these devices have a gigabit Ethernet 1 up and configured, and I can see the addressing scheme here, and I can see the mask, and I can scroll over and then understand some of the operational things too, like the MAC or the MTU, and what the port state is. So these are virtual CSRs. You can add additional virtual interfaces and tie them to things, but again, just a demonstration of a quick assessment when you're trying to look at IP addressing or maybe spot an issue with an incorrect subnet mask or MTU or something like that. For more information, check out Gluware.com. Reach out to us by requesting a demo or email us at sales@Gluware.com. From Gluware.com, you can request a free trial or take our test drive and try the application for yourself. Thanks again for your time and interest in Gluware.